AFTV with Dan out at the Emirates. Claude, we know what we were filming, and he was walking. What were you doing? You said you're.
My walks because I've got to try and lose a bit of weight here because I'm really got put too much over the summer. So I'm doing my little walks.
Where did you walk to?
No, I'm out of breath.
You live around Finsbury Parkway, innit?
No, but I went round and then come back. About 2.5 mile walk, so I just finished.
That's all right. You know what? Get in training because the walk's coming back. Remember the walk we done for prostate cancer? Yeah. That's coming back, man. We're going to be doing it around. So actually, nobody really even knows the full details yet, but I can sort of give you a bit of details on it. It's going to be around the Derby weekend. So there's 2 derbies are over that weekend. We're playing Tottenham, and also Everton are playing Liverpool.
Yeah.
So it involves a bit of aspect up there, but I'm not going to tell you too much. But get walking, man, because it's longer than last. It's longer than last year.
We're going to walk to Liverpool then.
Not exactly, but I think right. But you keep practicing every day. You're going to need it.
Yeah,
You got trainers on at least, yeah. Because remember when you did the walk, you did it in shoes.
Yeah, I done. Yeah.
And you had blisters from.
Cut up, yeah. I ain't doing that. I'm not going to do it with shoes again. Anyway,
listen. The weekend, right? The game,
the relegation battle, the 6-pointer.
You as well.
6-pointer, isn't it?
I was chatting to Nicky from West Ham Fan TV, and he was saying the same thing as well. The 6-pointer relegation battle.
Tell you, mate. I'll be happy when we hit that 40-point mark this season, mate. Let's get to 40 points, yeah?
Shut up,
I'm telling you.
Listen, the first 2 games would start from hell, ain't it? Having to play them 2, weren't it?
I thought it was a bit over the top when I had the first game.
You were angry that first game, yeah?
I was angry because I wasn't angry. I didn't want him out. I just thought at the first game, I thought his team selection was poor. I think he could have played for that game. You might as well go for it because you just sit back against man. They'll just pick you off anyway. So we might as well go for it. And they had weaknesses there because they just come back from the World Cup. A lot of their players. So why not go for it and have Lacazette and Aubameyang? And play Torreira, you know what I mean?
He hasn't played Lacazette and Aubameyang together yet.
No,
and I'll come back to that, you know, because I think maybe this weekend's the time for him to do that. But what did you make of last week?
If Lacazette had them chances, I think he'd have put them away. To be honest with you. I know. On another day, he would have put them away, I know. But it's just one of them, one day you want him to not be performing, and he does it against Chelsea. But at the end of the day, I don't think we deserved to. A lot of people say we deserved a draw. If you concede 3 goals like that, you don't deserve to win to get anything. You can't concede 3 goals and say you deserve something out of the game.
I think we deserve something out of the game.
No, but we gave 3 bad goals away.
We gave 3 bad goals away, but we missed 3 clear-cut chances, right?
That's all part of the game. It
is.
Yeah, but you know, I'm saying you've got to put them chances away.
Yeah.
But if you concede 3, you're up against it anyway. So.
Yeah, you got a point there. There were poor goals. There were poor goals, poor defending, and we can't afford to defend like that this weekend against West Ham.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know why he was going on about. I thought Ozil was terrible on Saturday, but the manager said he'd done a lot of running, and that's why
he did.
I took him off, and all I could see was him jogging. I couldn't see him running.
No, Claude. I thought at the think I stood next to Graham,
I haven't seen the game again, so I mean.
I thought at the time that Ozil did a lot of running. He looked absolutely shattered.
I spoke to Kenny Ken, and his steam was coming out of his ears, mate.
Steam's always coming out of his ear when we talk about Ozil.
He was fuming. In fact, he said he would rather kick him out of the club now. I tell you, that's how. And Kenny's a very good watcher of the game. Yeah, he analyses the game really well. And I listened to Kenny a lot, and I thought, I don't think he put enough effort. I don't think he didn't look as if he was interested.
I disagree. I thought he put the effort in, but he didn't make an impression on the game. And for a big player like Ozil, you want to see him. Those are the sort of games that you want to see him stepping up. Like when Hazard came on, he made the impression.
I think that's the way he took him off because he wasn't. That had nothing to do. I'd rather him when he answered that in the press conference says, "We lose as a team and we win as a team," rather than say. The bullshit he come out with saying about tiredness, and that's why he took him off.
What about Xhaka though? What did you make of it? Because he hooked him at half time.
And good.
He hooked him at half time.
I'm glad, and I would have hooked him in the half time in the first game. You know what I mean? I don't rate him at all. I don't know what anyone say. I don't know what he does for the team. I don't know if he's in the wrong system. Everyone says if you play Torreira with him, you'll get the best out of him. I'm not so sure. But then what do you do? Do you drop Guendouzi to do that?
There's no way you should drop Guendouzi.
Do you know what I'm saying?
So who would you have in the midfield? Those two. Would you have Ozil in this week, or would you say put a Ramsey in, and would you have Xhaka or Torreira?
See, this is the problem, isn't it? I think we've got a problem here because what we got here. I noticed that we got the 3 players there. We had Mkhitaryan on one side, didn't we? And Iwobi. And they're 2 number 10s. So we've got number 10s playing out of position, just for the sake of it, you know. And I don't think that's right. To me, I'd rather play someone like Reece Nelson on wide. You know what I mean? Somewhere.
Iwobi done a great job, didn't he?
No. We'll then put Nelson on one side and Iwobi on the other side. But even Iwobi, although he's done a really great job, I just don't think it suits us at all. I think we've got too many players that want to play number 10. As I've said it before, playing out of position just for the team, and I don't think it's right. We haven't got no proper understanding. And to be honest with you, I'd rather have, actually, if I'm going to be honest, I'd rather have Aubameyang out wide with Lacazette in the middle, and probably either Iwobi or Nelson out on that side, yeah.
Would you play Mkhitaryan?
I would drop Mkhitaryan. I don't think Mkhitaryan and Ozil can play in the same team. I think they're too similar. They're two similar players. It's like Ramsey as well. When Ramsey's playing, he puts Ozil wide.
Is that the reason then? You know,
the problem. We've got too many players of the same ilk.
Yeah. Is that the reason? Moving on to my next question, then, why we got rid of Jack Wilshere? Because you just named out 3 players there can all play in the midfield. Then you've got Guendouzi, then you've got Xhaka, then you've got El Neni. And, you know, obviously Jack wanted to start week in, week out. He comes back here at the weekend. Yeah. You know he's going to want to put a performance in, and he might feel a bit hurt that he didn't, you know, get his chance there.
The reason Jack isn't staying because he was told that he wasn't going to be playing regularly, yeah. And not only is he they're asking him to take a pay cut and not to play regularly. He's asking a bit too much of someone, so you can't blame him for wanting to go to West Ham and play regular football for a team that he actually supported as a boy. So you can't blame him for that.
Dad supported West Ham.
Well, no, he did as a boy.
He never said he supported West Ham. He said his dad's a West Ham.
I heard that he supported him as a boy, but anyway, that's another. Anyway, the thing is that not only you're insulted really by taking a pay cut, you're asked to also to be squad member when he can play regularly. He wants to play regularly, doesn't he? And if he ain't going to play regularly, we can't keep him, can we? It'd be not good for us to keep him from not playing regularly, would it?
But then, supposing, I was thinking about this yesterday as well. Suppose Ramsey leaves, and we've made Jack go to West Ham for nothing, and then suppose Ramsey leaves as well. Yeah, I mean, did it make any sense to make him leave? We should have pulled out all the stops to make this guy stay.
Some good young players coming through. I don't think that's too much of a worry. We've got Guendouzi, as you say. We've got Smith Rowe coming through. There's a lot of good young players coming through. So I don't think that's much of a major problem. I wouldn't be sad to see Ramsey go, really, to be honest with you. I think he's an in and out play. He's not consistent for me. And I don't think, as I said, Ramsey can only play as a number 10. And Ozil wants to play number 10. So one of them's got one. And exactly. So I think we've got too many players that are similar. I think until we get that sorted out, until he can get his own players in, and this is the problem. And that's why I've got a problem with what he's doing. You're playing Man City, yeah? And you're experimenting with something new, yeah? And this is where I agree.
Claude Allardyce now, yeah?
No. Listen, you're experimenting, yeah? Against a team that's the best at it. They're the best at doing that game. They're playing that game. So it's going to come unstuck, isn't it?
So what about the argument that, you know what, he's got his own ideas and his own style of play that he wants to implement, right? And he's being brave with it. He's like, listen, we're not gonna because this Man City bottle it and not play how I want the team to play. And he might look on it and say, there's the ability in these players to play in this way. And he's stuck with that principle. I know he lost against Chelsea, but if you look at that second goal, 19 passes out from the back.
The Chelsea game, I mean, was there for the taking because they're selling to a new style of play as well.
They're playing at home, and they got.
I actually thought, although they won the game, I thought they looked as if they got a lot of work to do as well, because going down the sides, we're getting down that side so easy.
But what I'm saying with Unai Emery, he wants to implement what he does. You can't just every game.
What annoyed me about the Chelsea game is that we, how do I put it? We had the momentum going in the first half. It came a bit too quick because we were really on top, weren't we? We were flying, and they were on the ropes. We come out second half, and instead of carrying on that, we sat back instead of going for the game. And I think when you set back and you let the initiative go to the other side, they're eventually going to score anyway. Yeah. And we had no answer, did we, in the second half? I mean, there was one attempt by Ramsey, but that was it. I mean, anyway, as I said, we got West Ham on.
Yeah, give me a prediction.
It's going to be a tough game because they're hurting, they're wounded. I'm going to say a 2-1. I think 2-1 win, but it's going to be tough. And because they all got Lucas. No, I don't know if Lucas Perez is playing because someone told me he weren't even playing in the first.
He came on in the last game apparently.
Yeah, so no, I'm confident we'll get it, but it's not going to be easy. It's going to be one of them afternoons where might even be a last-minute goal or something like that. But I wouldn't even be surprised. It could even be a draw. But I'm going to stick my neck and say we're going to win 2-1.
All right. Listen, don't forget to check out all of our videos around the game. Make sure you check us out.
I'm not walking to Liverpool, by the way.
He's not walking. Don't worry, I'm going to tell you a bit more about that walk. Don't worry. Let's keep training. Keep training. Check out all of our videos before the game as well as after the game on Saturday. We're going to be all over it. We'll be linking up with the guys from West Ham Fan TV as well. So make sure you check it all out. We're looking forward to the game. Arsenal versus West Ham this Saturday, 3 o'clock kickoff.